One of the things I love about this camera is you can see yourself very easily on the front while you're recording. As you can tell, I've been running because this is an action camera. So I'm going to test it today with the doggy, take some photos, and let you see what this thing can do. Well, hello and welcome back to the channel. My name's Steve Mattioli, and today we're going to be looking at the DJI Action camera. Now actually, this was kind of a gift for Christmas. I wasn't planning to buy this at this time. So I did get it, and the big question is, do I need it? You saw the other cameras I have. What use could I have for this one? So we're gonna take a look at this. We're gonna see, does it fit in, does it not fit in? And maybe what I experienced with it will help you, whether you need one or whether you don't need one. But we're going to take a look at the specs. We're going to take a look at the features. I'd have them run some field tests with this. And so we're going to look at that, and we're going to answer the question, should you get an action camera? And is this a good action camera to get? There are a lot of pluses to this. There are some minuses that I found using it. So let's get started. Today's video is sponsored by SierraBub. Adventure awaits those who seek it. At SierraBub.com, gear up for your next challenge. Whether you're scaling peaks or navigating trails, we have the outdoor gear you need. And don't forget to protect your eyes with our premium men's and women's sunglasses. Shop now and enjoy 10% off your purchase with code ELEVATE. SierraBub.com. Elevate your adventure. This camera is made for the outdoors. Whether you're hiking, diving, cycling, that's what an action camera is for. And that's why it's built. It weighs only 5 ounces. It's waterproof to 20 meters. 60 meters with a waterproof case, and so it's excellent. It's an excellent camera to have when you're on the move. This camera has air pressure gauge. It has a water gauge. It's really loaded with the latest technology that you would need doing any outside activity. Now, just to give you some stats on the camera, it only weighs 5 ounces. It has 3 mics. It supports. It has the 47 gigabyte of built-in storage, which is great. But it also can take other cards in it to support another 1 gigabyte of storage, which is fantastic. It uses Wi-Fi 6. Now, the camera side of this is also nice. It takes pictures up to 40 megapixel. It can export them in JPEG or RAW. And it also takes HD pictures. The only mode you don't get 4K in is the subject tracking mode. And it has excellent battery life at 4 hours. And I've found that the 4-hour mark is right on the money with the hours and hours of testing that I've done with this unit. Now, when you're buying these cameras, realize that they come in different combinations. Now, I got the Adventure combo, Bundle Adventure, with the DJI camera. It does come in other kind of bundles, if you will, where some of them only include the camera and the protective case. Now, what you're going to find is that these accessories, this bundle I got was probably $150 more, but no, $100 more actually. But what you're getting with that $100 is well worth it. For example, this combo comes with 3 batteries. There's 1 in the camera right now. There's 2 more here. It also comes with a battery charging case, which is really nice. All 3 batteries go in here and charge. And this serves with the USB-C cord as a charger. You can actually charge your phone with it when the batteries are in here. So it's really nice to have, and it's really nice to have extra batteries when you're out in the field filming. The other thing that comes extra with this, you get another mount, another safety mount that mounts the camera to any device that you're going to use with it. This is the extension rod here. By the way, if you're going to get anything with this camera, make sure you get this right here. This comes with my combo. It doesn't come with the other ones. And this thing is amazing. You're going to see some video that I took with it. This is one of the best things in it right here. And so the camera attaches magnetically with these right here. This attaches to the bottom and the side of the camera. So you get an extra one in this combo. You get this. You get 3 batteries, and you get the charger. And of course, you get the USB-C cord, and you get this little thing right here. I couldn't figure out what this one was. I had to go online and look. These are for if this is loose on a connection you have, which whatever you're using this on, you can put these in here and it helps tighten these up. So let's take a little closer look at this camera. It is very, very small. And that's really one of the benefits of having this camera. It is so small and lightweight that when you're on the move, when you're hiking, when you're biking, this thing is hardly noticeable. And it's so easy to operate. You're going to see some video that I took with it, but it's really fun to use. Now, on the side, it's very simple. You have a button here that turns it on and off. You have another button here that takes photos or videos where you do. You have the back screen and the front screen, which are both OLED screens. The back screen's at 1000 nits, and I can tell you in direct sunlight, you can see this screen very well. Really easy to read. So going on the side here, if we flip this up here, press down and flip it up, that's where your battery goes. And this is one of the batteries in the unit. Now, if you don't get that charging case, you're going to have to charge the battery in the unit. And that's just a little inconvenient. The other side has a USB-C port. This is where you could charge the battery or connect the unit to your computer. And those are the only two open ports on this unit. The camera comes with a protective cage, and this cage helps protect the camera from damage. And so you just slip it in here like this. Just pushes right in there, and you clip it down, and the cage is on it. Now, as far as hooking items off, accessories, there's accessories for your car, there's accessories for skiing, there's accessories for your helmet that attach this camera, but basically they all attach either on the bottom or on the side magnetically, and it just clicks in, and there it goes. So this is very secure, and this accessory here is just wonderful. This thing extends out 1.5 meters, almost 3 feet, and it is sturdy as can be. There's no wobble in it, even fully extended. It's one of the best accessories that come with this camera, and it allows you to do a lot of things recording it. Now, the camera has 2 clips on the bottom of it that release this camera, and you have to push them in. And this other one on this side is kind of blocked by this locking mechanism here. So it's a little weird getting it off, but there it is. All right, so I'm having fun with this camera today, testing all the features out. I'll show you all the video, but one of the things I'm finding real quick is how easy it is to use. It's very simple. There's not a lot of complex controls on it, and very easy to change from slow motion to video to photo, anything you want. So far looking good. Now the camera has 6 shooting modes. Obviously it has a photo mode, which takes nice photos, very easy to take. Adds a little bit of light to them, but they look really good. It also has video mode, which has excellent stabilization and tracking of subjects, so that's nice. It also has a slow motion mode. They call it super slow, and as you can see, it looks really good. I also tried out the hyperlapse mode, and that looked really cool to try. I'd never done one of those before. And it also has a super night mode. The pictures at night were very good. The video was good, but it wasn't great. You still need a little bit of light to get some good shots. And that was my experience. And the other thing was the zoom on the camera. It has 2x zoom. I didn't find it particularly useful. It doesn't seem like it adds that much of value, but I'll keep working with that. Now the camera also comes with works with the DJI Mimo app, which really adds a lot of functionality to the camera. And it's a simple hookup once it's set up. It just senses your cameras there nearby, and it logs right into it. And once logged into it, you're going to be able to do all kinds of stuff with your photos, your videos, whether you want to edit them, whether you want to view them. You're going to have all these capabilities on this app. I just touched the surface of it, but it's really nice. You can download them directly from there to your phone. Very easy transfer. But you can also, on the app, you can edit them. You can add text. You can combine clips and shots. You can add sound and music. It's really really full featured. And I also put music to it.
So it's very easy to do, and pretty neat. I'm sure I'll use it. Now that little green thing there in the middle of the photo, we're going to talk about that in a second. That's one of the issues with the camera that's been online, and we're going to talk about that in just a minute, so hang on. And there's some of the text you can do with it. There's all kinds of text things you can do with this. And you can take your photos, you can put them in frames, you can put data on this. It takes data from your watch, where you were walking, your altitude, your speed, and you can put these right on the photos and save them. Really, really a lot of functionality on the app.
Now, another thing that DJI did with this camera is they made it compatible with the DJI mics. Now, initially when it came out, it was only compatible with the DJI 2 mic and not the first one. This is the first series of the mic. But with the recent software update for this camera, it is now compatible with all DJI wireless mics, which is a really nice feature to have when you're filming outside and you're a little bit more distant from the camera. One thing I can tell you, this camera has an excellent sound system on it. It picks up sound very well from the front. It picks up sound very well from the back. When I was walking with it, you can even hear your footsteps very clearly. It has an excellent mic system. Not only does it pick up sounds well, but it plays sounds well. The feedback on this screen with the sound and the video that you can play right back on the screen after you've taken something is really good. And so you don't have to plug it in somewhere to see how it sounds or how it looks. Looks really good.
I really like the menu system on this camera. If I could say one word, it's very intuitive. It's easy to learn, and it's more importantly, it's easy to use. When you're out in the field using it, it's simple to switch between modes, to switch between video or photo, and it's just well thought out. It's laid out really well. One of the things I really like about it is once you choose a mode, whatever that is, such as video, then it gives you all the information you need. It shows you're on video, and by tapping the screen, you can change the resolution, you can change the frames per second, you can change the 4K to 2.5K or whatever you want. You can change the wide angle or the rock steady as far as stabilization goes. So everything with that mode is right at your fingertips once you select what you want to do with the camera. And I think that's just really well thought out. And the display shows you all the necessary information that you need. And it just makes it really easy to use in the field. And that's what makes this a good camera. A good camera is something that you don't have to fool around with it when you're trying to capture things. You don't have to fool around with the menu system or try to get this or try to get that. It's easy to set it where you want it and get the picture or the video that you're looking to get. What you're seeing in these pictures, and you will see them also on some of the videos, is lens flare. And this is the lens flare that hits this camera when you have the sun in the frame. Now, it seems to be more pronounced at the 10 and 2 o'clock positions, what I've learned, and just barely moving one way or the other can eliminate it totally. It is more pronounced than my other cameras. I actually did a test, and my other cameras, even my iPhone, still has the lens flare. It's not as pronounced as this camera, but it's still there. And there's a lot about this issue online if you want to go read about it. The consensus seems to be that taking pictures with the sun in the frame is difficult, and it is difficult to totally eliminate lens flare. But this camera does have it. It is an issue, so you may want to think about that before purchasing it. All cameras have the lens flare to some extent, but again, I think this one does show up a little more than the other ones I have.
So the question is, should you get one of these cameras? Well, if you're in movement, if you're going to be taking video or photos in movement, you can't beat these cameras. The size of them, the accessories that come with them, you really can't get shots with your iPhone or your other cameras that you can with this one. Outdoors, in your car, on your bike, hiking, running, whatever you're doing. The accessories that come with this allow you to mount this pretty much anywhere. And the video it takes is top-notch 4K quality, just as good as any other camera you might have. Now, if you're not into that, if you're not into movement, you're mostly stationary, this is probably not going to add a lot to you, although it is a good stationary camera. So it's really up to you and how you're going to use the camera. Now, I bought this accessory pack for $450. You can get this camera just with the camera and the cage for $350, but I don't recommend that. The bonuses you get with this pack, with the batteries and the other stuff I covered, are well worth the money. And these accessories are not cheap when you buy them individually. So keep that in mind. Okay, so thank you for being here. I hope this answered your questions. If you have more, please put them down in the comments below. I'll try to answer them as I get time. Please hit the like button and subscribe to this channel. I'm glad you were here. And please subscribe, because I'm going to be reviewing some other good products coming up. And one of them is right back here, the Apple HomePod. And I'm going to be reviewing the HomePod. I'm going to tell you what it does, what it doesn't do. Is it a good speaker? It costs a lot of money. Is it worth it? So please stay tuned to the channel. We're going to cover that, and we're going to have some other great videos we got on the line coming up very soon. Thanks again. See you next time.